Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Let me just... And there we go. Alright, time to... It's nighttime. I wouldn't imagine that the...
Sometimes I wonder what I'm doing with myself.
Just the way it goes, I suppose.
Fair enough. Alright, I need to talk to the person in charge.
Miss Holcomb, I need you to explain this big lesson with me. The grease monkey, Argo?
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, sir. You asked why it's taking so long to fix. The answer's technical.
Don't apologize. Just try using small words for me.
The cans bust open in the oven because she's set to cook saltuna, which isn't what we've got. Mr. Thompson? I think there's someone here to see you.
Focus, Miss Holcomb. You and I are still talking. Let's start over. Walk me through the process. Show me where it's going awry.
Well, sure. It's, mostly on account of what we're feeding into the mechanism.
It puts food in cans. We have food, we have cans. Why won't it work like we need?
She's expecting saltuna of a certain size. We're filling the cans with, well, not fish.
You done? Can I talk?
Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself.
You read? I was told I should talk to you. I'll wait until you're finished.
You were saying, Miss Holcomb.
It's just what Bess needs is a proper refurbish. I can bandage her up and what all, but she's just old. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'll do better.
And I do wish you'd stop referring to our cannery as Bess. Personification of company property is strictly contrary to the Spacer's Choice Code of Conduct. My apologies. I am not in the habit of allowing my guests to witness such a row. Now, what can I do for you?
You read? I was told... I'm EmporerAaron.
I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform.
I'm an outsider. I think you might have the wrong idea about me.
Yes, so it dawns on me. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
My ship needs repairs. I'm looking for a power regulator.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process.
Let's hear it.
There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way.
When you say most abandoned, what do you mean?
I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there.
Tell me what to do. I don't think people would take kind to losing their power.
No, I do not imagine they will be pleased. But like a parent disciplining an unruly child, you will be doing them a kindness. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home.
Tell me what to do.
Edgewater is
struggling.
We haven't hit our production quota in years. If we don't meet our quotas this year, the company might shut us down for good. I need those workers back at their stations.
How can I help?
My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
Alright, Reed, I'll see what I can do to help you. How will I recognize Adelaide?
Adelaide's older than the other deserters. She's dignified, kindly. From what I understand, her camp looks to her for leadership.
Those workers must have left town for a reason. What if Adelaide wasn't going to come back?
That is not a hypothetical I enjoy entertaining. We need Adelaide back. Nonetheless, I will settle for the return of her followers. We belong to one community, the Spacer's Choice family. If we dissolve into factions, then we will all perish separately. Adelaide will understand that.
Alright, I'll see what I can do to help you.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
Sure, I could use the company.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
Let's get going. Level 3! CMP New Management Seminar. Companions. If you gain a companion, they are characters that join you in your adventures and help in a variety of ways. Companions provide combat support. The skills enhance your skills. They increase your carrying capacity. You can unlock special companion combat abilities with the inspirational skill. Learn more about your companions in the companion ledger. Alright, let's go. We can talk later.
Hey, mister, can we talk? Sorry. You got a minute? Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale.
This is about deserts. What's on the other side of it?
To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left.
I can't blame it by for one reason. This town got issues.
Life's hard here. Especially for them that don't fit in so well. We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but every family's got the one the rest whisper about. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is.
I suppose the current hurt will stop by.
Thanks, mister. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways.
Alright, come on, let's talk to the vicar. Actually, wait, I want to live up my character. Level up my character. Premium, piecemeal mining him. Tia now makes the best gift for you and friends and family. The Companion Ledger. This Companion Ledger shows you everything you need to know about your companions. You can see their skills, stats, status effects, and gear. To change your companion's gear, first select the item you want to swap out, then choose a compatible item to replace it with. You can also change how they behave in combat by selecting their preferred weapon, follow distance, and aggressiveness. Roger, roger. I like Pavila the way she is.
I've always felt weird in here. It's too clean.
Alright, let's talk to the vicar. Nothing to say?
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max, if you're the sort who prefers brevity. And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar DeSoto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling, this season's tossball predictions, the quickest way out of town.
Avati wanted me to talk to you about what Reed's asked us to do. Actually, how do you know I'm an outsider?
Not to put too fine a point on it, but your choice of wardrobe is not precisely common hereabouts. Also, you lack the distinctive worker gaze. Usually either a deadening behind the eyes, or in some rare cases, a wild-eyed frenzy, like a trapped animal. Pretty universal here. Except for Ms. Holcomb, who for some reason doesn't seem to have much to say to me. Isn't that right?
It's just... there's more to it all than numbers. Sorry.
Maybe it was because you're so dismissive. Quite inappropriate for a vicar, isn't it? I'm a bit surprised to hear you dismiss your partner so casually.
I'm simply bemoaning the level of spiritual awareness in this town.
Isn't it your job to raise that? That's gotta be tough.
Yes. Yes, it is. But it's my job, and I take it very seriously. I must double my efforts to elevate my flock. These are good, hard-working people here.
Avati wanted to talk about what Reed asked us to do.
But what? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do?
Fix the cut-off power to Alliance deserters.
Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk.
So what do you advise?
Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold.
Is that even possible?
Not if things are left to stand as they are. If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is not as safe as you might assume.
And why is that?
One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts. I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale. However, the collector's residence lies outside the town's walls. My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the property. Should you fare better than me, I'd pay a handsome sum for the book.
I answer some. Why would you figure we have to damn ban heretical books?
I just want to keep the writing out of layman's hands. It wouldn't do for such information to fall into public consumption.
Where you make a compelling argument.
Glad we see eye to eye. It's a handwritten journal, a faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious?
I'll look for your book.
Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
Well, we talked to the man, and I say he compelled me. We gotta bring everybody together.
Where are we headed?
Notice you mentioned we'll talk later. Yeah, for now. We gotta head this way. Do 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 do. Prefabricated living just like home. Step 1, step 2, step 3. Spacer's choice. Taste the freedom. Doesn't taste like freedom to me. But I do like the fact that they just... This whole thing right here just makes colonizing world easy, I suppose. Ugh, I got an itchy nose. Alright. What was that? Alright, let's check the map. Journal stranger in land long tomorrow. Alright, what about... Alright, we can do both. Long tomorrow. Actually, there's a... I forgot the other quest to do. I could have gone around it, but you know what? I don't want to. Fast travel is a convenient way to move around areas that you've already explored. Come on, Pavel. There's one quest over here that I want to grab before we leave. It's still a championship. Rizzo's Rangers versus Spacers Chosen. 20th annual Tossball series. If you hear something in the background, that's my family talking. I can't do anything about that. Let's see, Spacer's Choice. Quest steps. Gold teeth. Stop taking out your gun. Already stop taking out your gun. You're not in combat.
When I was little, we'd get freighters in every Sunday noon. Now they only come but once a month. I love the wind here.
Colony ain't gonna liberate itself. The Resistance needs every gun hand.
The Resistance needs another gun. I am for hire.
I've been gathering up a war chest over the years. Saw tuna cans mostly, some Spacer's chaw, few bit cards. I'll reward you for your aid.
Proper armies pay enlistment fees. What do you need done? Yeah, I'm not gonna be like that.
They have sent a scout, prowling around the junkyard just behind our beloved town. This scout must not be permitted to return to its base of operations. Cross it off, then report back.
Regarding this, we're gonna use a couple of pointers.
Mechanical's got a weak spot in their midsections. I think the technical term is, the blue glowy square thing.
Alright, I'll leave it be. Die robot. Is that outside the town or inside the town? Seems outside. Nope, it's inside. I think. Yep, it's inside the town. God dang it. Finding secrets in Halicon. Wentworth High Society. Wentworth cigarettes. Alright, let's see. It is over here, right? Nope. I think it's outside the town. Son of a bit. I can't really tell. Oh, there's Reptitoid Biological Overview again. Chart 1. Something 1. Again, why do you hold your gun out when we fast travel? See that? See, there's the poster again. There's a volcano. Alright, here we are.
Aw, he ain't no threat. Bet I could fix him up smart.
Ready for go ahead and fix them.
Where are we headed?
How am I supposed to...
Searching for repair bay. Error. Navigation systems failed. Unable to comply.
I could probably fix that. I mean, if you wanted me to.
Go ahead.
Yep, I see the problem. His nav mod got dislodged. Must have taken a tumble. Just gotta give it a good push and wait for the click. There we go. Jeremy's good as new. Well, new by Spacer's Choice standards anyhow. His name's Jeremy, by the by.
Navigation systems operational. Optimal path toward repair bay detected. Initiating self-diagnostics.
Why did you nick... Good luck, I guess?
Be more careful out there, Jeremy.
I don't know how I resolved that last time I was playing this. I think I either destroyed it or let it or repair it again. I don't know.
Bring us honor, soldier.
You won't have to worry about that scout anymore.
You beat that scout to scrap with its own legs? Pulled its optic cables out its head case? Actually, don't tell me. Rather use my imagination. You're a passing fair soldier, I will confess. But you are one, and the enemy is legion. What you need is an equalizer, a weapon to strike fear in their cold mechanical hearts. Cantina, lavatory, behind one of the toilets. That's where I've kept it hidden all these years.
You hid your secret weapon in the lavatory?
Sharp, ain't it? The lavatory is the very last place a mechanical has need to enter.
I'll let you know if I find
On the
it.
double, soldier. Don't want the bartender poking around in there with a mop.
Fetch quest. What do you do without him? Eternal Anatomy. Mantis Queen examined. Ew. I hope I don't have to face one of those things. Those things are just... Ugh. Alright, it says go this way.
You think Corbett's ever gonna visit?
I'm not holding out hope.
You're not a big drinker, are you? Something you
Nope,
need?
I'm not. We'll talk later. I was gonna...
You read the latest report?
Only the part that said we ain't making our quotas.
If only McDevitt's folk hadn't abandoned us, Cannery could use those extra hands.
Nothing we can do about that.
Sure there is. We can have another zero-G.
Come on.
Okay, keep it quiet.
Secret weapon. Turn to Ludwig. Overall, I'm liking Return to this
Wonder
game.
if the plague's ever gonna pass.
Just keep working. Work fortifies the spirit.
In a few minutes, I'm going to cut the episode short. I'm trying to make these only 30 minutes or so. I might have an hour-long video one time, but we shall see, we shall see. Yeah, after I talk to this guy, I'll cut the episode right there. I'm gonna try not to have an hour-long video unless it's dealing with the main story or something. Plus, that's something I can do off camera. Alright, hey buddy, Ludwig. Oh, Ludwig, I didn't mean to pull out my weapon. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna try and shoot you in the back.
Bring us honor, soldier.
Yeah, I found that package you mentioned.
Feast your eyes, soldier. This here's a genuine Spacer's Choice injury customizing unit, designed to deliver a lethal blast of electrical discharge. I call it the Hand of the Law. You ever want to see a mechanical flailing around like a grounded fish? You stick a couple thousand volts in its guts. With compliments from old Ludwig.
So what's next?
Time's come for you to journey down into the black heart of the enemy's camp. I'm talking about the old geothermal plant. Unfortunately, the old plant lies outside my board-given jurisdiction. You'll need to get a passcode from the boss, Reed Thompson.
Don't worry about that, I already got the passcode from Reed.
I've been after a passcode for years. Boss said no on account of my gross incompetence with all matters related to security. I need you to get us the brain of a mechanical. Well, not exactly a brain. Anatomically speaking, what we're looking for is a logic module.
Seems simple enough.
If you die horribly, I will pour out a can of zero-G to your memory.
You got... Ugh. You got weapon modifications, stall modifications. Oh, god damn it. It was too quick for me to read. Anyway, like I said, I'm cutting the episode here. I'm trying to do these in bits and pieces. So I'll see you in the next episode in a bit. Till then...